I'm Jane from Nazareth, Pennsylvania.
And Jane, what brings you to Frog Day today?
My girlfriend, she's crazy for frogs. I go visit her, I go home with fruit flies in my purse. It's silly.
Yeah? What kind of frogs do you think she keeps?
I don't even, they have funny names. I don't know.
Have you ever been to an event like this?
No, I didn't even know they had stupid frog events.
My name is Jeremy Mott with JL Exotics, and we are from San Jose, California.
Jim, what brings you all the way to the East Coast today?
Really great.
Well, we're here for American Frog Day. This is the 23rd annual event, and it's a fantastic fundraiser for amphibian conservation.
And given that you have a business with frogs, you would just take an opportunity to explain to people some of the benefits to keep the dart frog versus other favorite reptiles and amphibians.
Sure, absolutely. Dart frogs are fantastic pets.
They are.
You can build yourself a naturalistic vivarium, have a little slice of jungle in your house as opposed to, say, a reef tank or an aquarium with fish that requires a lot of maintenance and upkeep. You build a vivarium and you can have tropical, pretty brightly colored frogs, and they're fun to watch and interact.
Are the frogs dangerous in any way? Are they called poison dart frogs?
They're called poison dart frogs, but they're actually harmless in captivity. They don't have the proper diet to produce the toxin that would make them dangerous.
Jerry, to the people that are not here that would be interested in Frog Day, what would you tell them if they asked you should they come?
They should absolutely come. It's a neat venue. There's frogs from all over the world that you can come and see. Even if you don't want to keep them yourself, you can come and look at them, check them out, talk to people, learn more about them, and help us raise money for conservation for frogs across the world.
Name is Scott Menegos from Frederick, Maryland, and I've been in the frog hobby for over 10 years and in the reptile hobby for 25 years, probably. So I'm certainly known for bringing tank tourists to the shows, and I like to bring adults. I love Pomelo. Haven't quite ventured into some of the higher end frogs. I like them, but it's a tough sell on the way.
I just noticed a few frogs that not as common as before.
Yeah, and there were some more on my table earlier today that were definitely not common in the hobby. So I've got the luxury at home of having 100 tanks, so I can carry multiple species without a whole lot of effort.
Scott, for the people that didn't make it to the show today, and they were considering coming, what would you tell those folks about a show like this?
I would tell them to do a little bit of homework ahead of time. Be prepared with a tank at home before you buy a frog, and make sure that you have a known food source. You either have tried to start fruit flies yourself, or you know a known breeder that can provide them to you until you get experience with it. So certainly those are two things that I would say. I see a lot of inexperienced people that come in and they don't have a tank, so they're buying everything right here. It's all setting up for the first time. Tanks go through cycles. When you first set them up, and your plants die, and things fail. So I like to do all that stuff ahead of time. Get all the plants, the substrate, everything going ahead of time, and then you introduce the frogs. So you can set your tanks up months in advance.
I'm Idris from Take Man Herbs. This is Frog Day 2017. We're at the Hilton Garden Inn Staten Island. Hello, how are you? One of the products I'm selling is Natural Rose Carnivorous. It's a microalgae. It is a color enhancer. It's been found to enhance breeding in a study done on Ufaga. So they've had better mortality rates in eggs and tadpoles when they had carotenoids in their diet. You can dust it on flies, or you can put it in the media. My media actually has it inside of it already, 5%. This is a smoothie media. It's for melanogaster and Heidi fruit flies. It has 5% carotenoids in it, and it's made with organic fruit. So, good media. For the people that didn't make it out to Frog Day, I say if you're into frogs, this is a good time to come out and meet everyone that you see online, put a name with the face, and there's a lecture, there's a meal, people handing out beers, there's sodas, refreshments. It's a nice venue, it's beautiful. And Take Man's here. Come on, why could you not come? Come next time, you guys are missing out.
My name's Lisa Wolf with an E on the end, and I'm from Pennsylvania.
And Lisa, do you keep frogs, and if so, which type?
I do keep frogs. I have a pretty large dark frog collection, and I also have a pretty decent-sized tree frog collection.
And what brings you to an event like this at American Frog Day?
What actually brought me here today is not so much to buy frogs, but to see all the people that I've made friends with in the frog groups over the past year and a half.
What would you say to all the people right now that are not here why they should come to this event?
Be envious. You actually get to meet all these great frog people.
Yeah, my name is Mike Lightis. I'm from Black Jungle Exotics.
Hey, Mike, what do you guys have here at the show today?
Well, we have a wide selection of tropical plants and dart frogs, all captive bred, of course. I do also have carnivorous plants, which aren't really appropriate for most dart frog habitats because they kind of like other conditions, but they're fun plants to grow, and we have a lot of people who have side hobbies that these would be perfect for. I do also have fruit flies and some supplies, fruit fly making supplies, as well as some dry goods, the wood for wet habitats. Selecting the appropriate wood for the right wet habitats is very, very important. You don't want wood that's going to get moldy, and so it really has to hold up well to the wet habitats of dart frogs.
I got a personal question for you, Mike. I want people at home to know, just tell us a little bit more about your tours and your trips. I know recently you started launching some tours, and I want you to tell people at home about the tours.
Yeah, I've been doing tours for about the past 5 years now. We offer anywhere from 3 to 5 tours a year, and I may only fill 1 or 2 tours a year, but they're a lot of fun. We go to Costa Rica, Panama, and South America. We've done Ecuador, Peru, Colombia, and Brazil so far. Next year I hope to add Suriname.
What are some of the benefits to when you make the connection between actually going to on the tours and people that keep the frogs?
Well, it's really getting a deeper appreciation for seeing the frogs in nature, their natural habitat. You can see how they live and interact with other plants in their surroundings. You get to see the biotope and really kind of understand what you'd like to do to your own habitat, for your own vivarium, to kind of make your frogs do what you like to them to do, is behave well and properly and hopefully breed.
Mike from Glassbox Tropicals.
All right, and Mike, what kind of products do you have here, and what do you sell at Glassbox Tropicals?
Assortment of terrarium simple plants, everything from common ferns to rare orchids to new plants coming out of Ecuador and Panama and Brazil lately, and then a wide assortment of microfauna, so isopods and springtails.
And what are some of the benefits to having live plants inside of a vivarium versus fake plants and things like that?
It'll help keep the humidity up and just gives a lot more naturalistic look, which a lot of people are really enjoying a lot more now, seeing what's possible with how they can make their tank look with live plants.
For the hobbies that are not here, that are that didn't make it to Frog Day today, what would you tell those guys that are why it's beneficial to come to an event like this versus going online or going to your website and stuff like that?
It's a lot easier to get questions answered and to find out a lot more about each plant, what would be best. And it's really nice just to be able to pick everything out in person and see the plants as you're picking them out.
Hi, my name is Andreas. I'm
from Germany, but I lived the last 5 years in Colombia, and I'm helping out at Tesoros de Colombia. We have some captive bred large egg feeders, which belong to the genus Oophaga, which means eating eggs. Yeah, that's where they feed their tadpoles with, and they need them to grow up. They can only live off that. And we have here some varieties that are captive bred in Colombia or in a facility here in the United States, and they're absolutely sustainable, and that's why it's a good approach for the hobby to counter trafficking. Yeah? We got histrionica mainly here, which are really popular, nice tinctorio-sized frogs, and are really beautiful color-wise, and they have an interesting behavior.
I'm Ivan Lozano, General Manager of Tesoros de Colombia Sustainable Farm. It's a facility in Colombia.
And for the people that are not familiar with this, can you just tell them what it's about and what it's about?
This is a conservation company created by conservationists to deal with problems that face some frog and other type of animal species in Colombia. We are trying to create a biocommerce company in which we breed some of the frogs that are being heavily collected illegally for taken out of our country and be sold in different countries in the world. We're trying to breed them with documents that certify that they are legal, send them over and create a legal commerce of these animals and stop smuggling these frogs from Colombia.
Tell us about some of the frogs that you have now that are here at the show that are familiar, that you've already exported. Tell people a little bit about those frogs.
Well, we have 7 species that are being exported currently from Colombia with documentation, with legal documentation. We have here one of the most interesting species, the Oophaga histrionica. These species are relatively new in the market with legal documentation. We hope many people will get interested in having them, enjoy them, breed them. So this money will go toward sustainable activities in Colombia. We hope this project will grow, will protect more species, and this money, of course, is going to be guaranteed helping this species to survive in Colombia.
For the people at home that are watching, that are not here at the show, if they wanted to get involved or help, what are some of the ways they can get involved and help?
Well, there's a lot of ways that you can help these threatened species. First, of course, you can buy some legal frogs with certificates. You can donate to Tesoros de Colombia. You can come to these shows and do volunteering. There's a lot of things that you can do. The most important thing is to get involved with these conservation projects because there's no time to react. These species are disappearing in the wild all the time in Colombia, and there's not too many projects that will protect them. So anyone that can help will be a great opportunity for being close to these magnificent creatures and these important projects in Colombia.
So if you would, just tell the people that are not here your name and where you're from.
Well, I'm originally from Italy, as you can see from my accent, and I live in Queens for about 25 years, and my name obviously is Alberto, and trying to cooperate with Tesoros with these beautiful animals.
So the one thing I want to ask you about is the histrionicas. You were telling us about the ones they have here and about the program. What is it exactly that you do at your place? You breed them and you try to sustain them. So what's the relationship?
Well, the relationship is that they send me some frogs that I try to breed here in the United States for them, and wherever I can get from them, I send the funds back to them to continue this conservation program for trying to get more species and everything going. So I'm actually working for Tesoros, breeding frogs for Tesoros.
The histrionicas and the large Oophaga are not commonplace until recently. They've been in the hobby for a while, but not as many people have had them as they are starting to now.
Well, it's obviously there was not legal access to them, or some of the old lines, back in the days. But now they are coming out in bigger numbers legally with papers, so everybody. Unfortunately, the price tag is a little high in the beginning because of all the quotas and restrictions in Colombia to get more of these animals out outside of Colombia. But as time goes on, this is part of my job as well, to try to breed as many as possible here, so that we can make a nice big colony in the United States of each morphs, and everybody try to share as much information on how to, so that everybody can have success in breeding them. And hopefully one day we can say that there is no need for smugglers to go to Colombia and take these beautiful frogs out of the wild. And because we are producing enough to make everybody happy and everybody can enjoy these beautiful animals.
So in comparison to some of the frogs that we kept in the hobby for many years, is there any difference or any unique requirements for Chironica versus other frogs?
Well, the Chironica has been like a large frog. It's kind of like you need a little bit bigger space. That's the main things that you need. What they require high humidity but ventilation. That's very important. And also I use like a spotlight on the tank so that I can give the frogs the possibility of a thermoregulated system, meaning that it's hotter on top, cooler in the bottom, so the frogs can move around in the right spot to get the right temperature that frogs prefer. I mean, the system that I worked on, it seems like there is, as you can see, working pretty well, and I'm producing quite a bit of these animals, which, a while back there was not a lot of information out there, so there was not a lot of success. Now that, as we moving along and finding out more things about them, a lot more people are able to get this information and succeed in breeding these animals. So the more we can breed, the less chance that someone will go there and smuggle more out. That's the goal of Tesoros. That's what we want. We want to stop the smuggling. So
makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's what we're doing, and hopefully one more for the time we get there. Yeah.
So what's on the horizon? What's next?
Well, the next is the yellow-brown blotched, which is already been produced here in the United States, and should be some should be available and ready in 2-3 months, I would say. And then for the spring we have the big release of the red Biazolano, which everybody's been asking for a long time, so that's coming out next spring. And after that, we have to have a meeting tomorrow after the show, and and see what's gonna be the next one. We have a program to follow, so we can release one at a time, and instead of not many of all, we release one more at a time, so we can make more people happy with the new morphs.
I'm Lucio Batista from Hopewell Junction, New York.
Okay. And what brings you to Frog Day today?
I love frogs, all about the dart frogs. It's my life, my hobby, love doing it, keeping tons of them, probably a couple hundred at this point, so tanks all over the place.
I noticed you got some paintings here. If you would just explain to the people that are watching what you have here as far as paintings.
So the paintings here are all 100% of the proceeds from the auction are going to Tesoros to benefit them. So I did a different selection of large obligates. We have a blue histo, a bullseye, some tatos, and a red lamani. So I just wanted to do a focus on the simplicity and the design. All the original photographs are from John Silva's photography. So I was really honored to be able to paint these frogs.
You mentioned that you're going to a silent auction. Just quickly, in your opinion, what is Tesoros?
So for me, I have a few frogs from Tesoros personally, but I feel that the work that they've been doing, expanding, helping to get plots of land in the rainforest and helping bring back the wildlife to that area is huge. Conservation efforts are immense that they've been working with, and just helping out, thinking of all those local species now that are being able to survive and thrive and be able to breed there. And in regards to the hobby, by getting these types of frogs in the hobby available to the hobbyists, able to get them so they're captive bred, so there's no more smuggling. I mean, there's a lot of good that's going on through that, and I really wanted to support that and help continue to grow that.
My name is Damian Rama. I'm from New York City, Queens.
All right. And Damon, what brings you on the frog day today?
Frogs. I love them. You know, it's something I've been doing for a lot of years, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. And you know.
What frogs do you keep, and how long have you been keeping frogs?
Well, I just got back into the hobby a couple months ago after being away for a couple of years. I will focus only with exclusively with Histrionicus sylvatica. Currently, I have Sylvatica lita, Sylvatica San Lorenzo, Sylvatica Albotambo, and I will be getting redheads, Histrionica, in about a week or so.
What would you say to people that were making that transition that currently keep like some of the beginner dart frogs compared to the dart frog that you keep?
I would tell them to wait a couple of years before trying to get into such high-end frogs. Number one is the experience of having such animals, husbandry, the maintenance of taking care of them, vitamin intake, things of the sort. It's not an easy frog to have. Anybody can buy them, anybody can breed them, you know, once or twice, but we're talking about long-term care of the animal. You know, is it going to live 5 years? Is it going to live 15 years? You know, is it going to be able to breed multiple generations, which is a big cause in the species, because people will get them, they will breed them, but after 2 generations, the babies stop breeding because of, you know, poor husbandry, poor maintenance, basically, on the animal.
Damon, to people that are not here today, okay, that are considering coming to the show or wishing they would have came or something like that, what would you say to those people at home about a show like this? Why is it beneficial?
It's a great place. It's a great place to come, and you meet a lot of the froggers you do speak to online. I've met some people today that I haven't seen in 5 years. You get some information on there's plants. We have frogs. You get to see all the vendors. You actually get to see what you're getting, who you're getting it from. And any questions you have, it's direct face-to-face, which is always better than going online, like we used to before the internet came out.
My name is Chris Sherman from Massachusetts.
Hey Chris, what brings you to the frog day today? As far as what do you have?
As far as what I have some tanks that I've built, and some frogs that I've bred, and some books that I think everybody should read.
Fair enough. To the folks that couldn't make it out to a frog day today, missing out on this wonderful event, what would you say to those guys and why it's important to come to an event like this?
It's not so much about the sales, it's about listening to guys like this and what they have to say about conservation and amphibians.
Fair enough. Is this one of our presenters?
Yeah, this is Mark Mendica.
Hi Mark, my name is Mark Knox, how are you? Good. I'm glad I got you because I'm going to...
I was about to. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, no, we're just talking to the people at home and we want them to know why it's beneficial to come out to an event like this and why, after seeing people online or hearing about it, but never meeting them, why it's important.
It's the camaraderie and the actual information that you're going to get here that you won't get online. It changes the perspective on the hobby.
Fair enough. And Chris, you want to tell us just a little bit before you tell us a little bit about the tanks?
Custom tanks that I've built and designed. I make everything by hand, one at a time. I got a real job now, so I'm not doing it as often as I'd like.
What's special about your tanks?
The ventilation that I've designed, sleek and kind of out of the way, but still functional. Customize whatever people need, false bottoms, slanted bottoms. I've also used a different lightweight material where I can build much larger tanks that are transportable. I'm building an 8 foot by 4 foot by 2 foot tank right now. Thanks, man.
Mark Mendica. I'm the executive director of the Amphibian Foundation, based out of Atlanta.
Really? And Mark, I take it you having a presentation this evening. Can you tell people a little bit about what you plan to present tonight?
We'll be talking about the current predicament that our global amphibian communities are in and their declines, and what can be done about it, why it's happening. 43% of the world's amphibians are disappearing, even from pristine environments, not just cities. They're disappearing everywhere, and it's a problem. And I'm trying to get the private frog keeper and breeder community engaged, because those are the people that are meeting with the public more often than others. And I think that we need to present the public with this information because most people don't even know that the frogs are disappearing.
And what would you want the people to take away, or what's the main goal of your presentation tonight for people that are attending here and that are going to see it later?
I'd like for all these frog enthusiasts to unite and have a message that we can convey to the people. You know, a lot of people are familiar with the term endangered species, but they might not realize that the frogs in their backyard are disappearing. And I think if more people knew, more people would care about that kind of thing.
Fair enough. For the people that are watching, or the people that how can they get involved? How can they help with some of the causes that you're supporting?
Many things. There's the easiest thing would be to go. You can go to our website. It's amphibianfoundation.org. It'll direct you to resources to make your backyard more amphibian friendly. You know, and that's an easy thing that most people, I think, would want to participate in. And there's a lot of volunteering you can do in your own neighborhood. Frog Watch is a citizen scientist program where you can go out and listen for frogs and submit the data for the frogs that you're hearing. Those are some of the ways that anybody can get involved. Yeah.
All right, Mark, thank you.
Does that help?
I appreciate that. Very, very helpful. Thank you so
good.
much.